This is all, you can't go even if you wanted to go to. This is still pretty much red list.
Travel inquiries are coming in, but it's a voyage of recovery.
We've had our best week last week, but that's getting us back to about 40% of our normal level. It's still nowhere near enough to be able to trade profitably. We need help over the coming 6 months, certainly through the winter period, to hopefully get things back to more like normality next year.
The end of the furlough wage subsidy for pandemic-hit businesses means this firm has compromised. To save their jobs, all 6 staff have dropped to a 4-day week. The landlord's been understanding on the rent.
You can future-proof or deal with something where your income goes overnight from 100% to practically zero and remains that way for 14, 15 months. We would have been able to survive without furlough, but we would not have been able to survive with keeping the majority of our staff employed. And we would have lost people who've been with us probably 15, 20 years. So it's allowed us to keep particularly a talent pool within the industry and not lose it.
Think tanks say furlough prevented catastrophic levels of unemployment by supporting 11.6 million workers and subsidising 2.3 billion working days. The cost to the state was about $96 billion.
There's no question that this was absolutely essential. The real question now is what happens next. And it comes at a rough time for the UK economy. There's a confluence of factors, not just the end of the furlough scheme. There's a cut to universal credit around the corner. There's also the surge in gas prices and general concerns around inflation.
Retailers are rationalising. This was one of 81 UK Gap stores now closing down, affecting some 1,000 employees. Official forecasts throughout the pandemic predicted unemployment to rise after the end of furlough. But the Bank of England says the UK labour market is hard to read. There may be record vacancies for jobs like chefs, lorry drivers, care assistants and fruit pickers. But those skill sets don't necessarily match up with those of people coming off furlough. That's why industry groups want to see the scheme retained as a permanent option when economies hit crisis point. But market watchers have a keen eye on infection rates. If a spike necessitates another lockdown, the government will be under pressure to bring furlough back. Juliet Mann, CGTN, London.